Every time I don't record these calls, every time I don't record them, that's when I wish most of all that I had. And look who I'm talking to for 36 minutes. It took me almost 14 to get to this person. Okay, ma'am, go right ahead.
Okay. All right. And so you noticed the swelling yesterday. Are you having any shortness of breath while you're resting or while you're just sitting there?
Constantly, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And does the how bad is the swelling in your legs? Does it go above your knee?
I don't really know. I don't really have any way to know that. I'm down to
Okay.
137 pounds last I was weighed that I recall. Like I
Okay.
said, and taking these medications here, the two that are stacked on top of each other are two that are they're the exact same thing. These ones and
Okay.
these ones are the same thing, and I've been taking them. Open the bottle, take a pill. Open the bottle, take a pill. Open the bottle, take a pill. So I didn't know, but it's causing me great fatigue, and that's the reason I'm calling these people in the first place. And here I am, and yeah, I should have turned this thing on a little before now, but let's go with it. 40 minutes.
And can you feel the swelling in your lower legs?
Feel it in what way, man?
I'm just trying to kind of gauge on whether your swelling is in your
But
ankles
what do you mean?
or up to your knees.
Define feel it? I mean, with my hands, do I feel it, or do I feel it just because I can tell? Even with
Yes, just because when you're sitting there, do your legs hurt?
oh hurt? No, as I mentioned
Like you
before,
feel
I'm
that
not
they're
in any
swelling?
pain, man. My heart doesn't hurt. Nothing hurts. But that's what I'm trying to avoid. That was the worst pain
Okay.
I've ever been in my entire life, including the heart attack that I had. That, it, according to you, the hospital, it was called the Widowmaker. But somehow I survived it.
Oh goodness.
I wish the hell I hadn't. I wouldn't be going through this now. But I am, and I'm stuck with it. And so, yes, ma'am. And judging from, like I said, being these medicines were filled at the pharmacy, and I still don't have the Plavix. That was the number one I was supposed to take. I understand. Didn't have it for 2 weeks. I told them that they went to fill it, and I picked it up at the pharmacy, and they told me, told me we elected not to fill it because our computer screen shows that you still have some. And then what the hell, the doctor knew it. That's the reason he prescribed it in the first place. The nurse knew it. That's the reason they were bringing it to me and brought me a whole bag of stuff. Well, we trusted them, so we didn't go through what was in the bag. The hospital was still administering the medication there, and I was to start taking the medication when I got home, and so that's what I've been doing. Only to find out that it was making me feel horrible. I've been taking it for weeks. Apparently, according to her, again, I don't know that you heard this, that since the beginning of March, well, it's the end of March now, so all this time until the past 3 days, where I quit taking it at all, and then I took one the next day. That was a heart medication, heart failure medication, and that wound me up so bad that I ended up staying up 26 hours, and that I'm sure that was wonderful for my heart. And then the next day, I couldn't sleep more than about 4 or 5 hours, so I didn't get any sleep there. And then I took the next one in down the line. I was going to continue to do that, but it made me feel, good God, it made me feel even worse. It didn't keep me up for 26 hours though. So at that, and then coupled with the fact that the pharmacy got this so incredibly wrong and elected not to give me one in the first place, I simply don't trust the rest of them. I don't. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's on purpose because I happen to be white, I happen to be German, and I happen to be a damn Trump supporter. At least that's what they must think. So I'm sure that in a day's time of somebody waiting on me in 3 different shifts, at least 6 people per shift, that's 24 different people per day. I'm pretty sure one of them, at least, is not happy with one of those factors. So I might get a little special treatment as a result. So I don't know. I have no way of knowing. What I do know is if things were different, and this probably wouldn't, I wouldn't be going through this. So whatever. Yes, ma'am. Here, this is where we are now.
Okay.
It took them
Let me get a
14
little bit more
minutes.
information about your symptoms. You said you were 137 pounds was your last weight. Do you remember what day that was?
Somewhere before my release, ma'am.
Okay, so that was in the hospital. Have
Yes,
you
it
weighed
was.
yourself at home?
I don't have any means to do that.
Okay.
Ain't
All
this
right.
something?
And do you have any other symptoms of, you said fatigue, so weakness and fatigue. Any abdominal, like pain or bloating?
Thank God, no, I don't think so. No pain, at least. That's the only 2 things I ask on this planet, ma'am, is not to be in pain and not to be cold. That's it. Other than that, I don't care what happens to me. I just don't want to hurt doing it.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. Have you been having any kind of cough?
Oh yeah, yeah, yes ma'am. Oh, and this breathing stuff over there is steroid. I don't trust it, so I haven't been taking it. I don't know what it's called. I can look it up if you want. 2 puffs. I'm supposed to have 2 puffs a day. That's what it says right here on the label that I'm reading. Here, you can read it too. See it over there hiding in the corner? And that's just a bottle of alcohol so I can spray because I keep my little germy hands so I don't get whatever. So I don't catch it. They told me I caught pneumonia last time I was there. If I did, somebody gave it to me. I didn't have it when the hell I went in, I'll tell you that.
How often do you cough, and is it a productive cough or a dry cough?
Well, let's see. It's a kind of a dry cough. I struggle. There's a little bit of phlegm, and I struggle to expel it. And when I do, it's really not that much, and it's kind of clear. And if I say any more about it, it's just gross. So, yes, and not so much, but it is present. You see why they're called the Quack Factory now? Do you see? Oh, and this happens to be, if I hadn't mentioned it in any other video, this happens to be one of the best hospitals in the entire nation. One of. In the entire nation. And they got funding, billions of dollars. And they can't even get their phone number. When they call me, it shows up as spam. Suspected spam. So out of the dozens, well, I'm exaggerating, out of the 5 to 8 to 10 spam calls I do get every day that I used to have at least the luxury of not having to answer. Oh, now I have to answer every single one of them on the premise that it might be the hospital calling me. So I get to go through that. Hello, how are you doing? Do you want to lend your money?
All right. Are you on any fluid or sodium restrictions with your heart failure?
I actually believe I am. I'm not supposed to have more than a liter of fluid a day, which that's ridiculous. because I drink when I'm thirsty. That's the bottom line. And I get thirsty, I guess, often, more often than I ever. I've drank more water in the past 2 months than I have in my entire life. And the water seems to do me better. I don't drink soft drinks. I drink a lot of orange juice or fruit juice, but I'm concerned about the sugar. And then, yes, the sodium, I'm concerned about that too, but I was supposed to have assistance getting food stamps at the very least, I would have thought, and transportation to my appointments, but I don't have that, so I have not had a steady income, and I'm out of money right this minute, so I've been eating all my canned goods, which I'm sure is loaded with sodium. There's just no way around it. It's either don't eat at all or eat what I've got. So yes, ma'am, I'm probably loaded up on some sodium right now.
Okay. Do you have an oxygen monitor there at the house?
Well, I don't have oxygen, so I don't see what the monitor is going to do me. But no, ma'am, I do not. I've got these 2 empty bottles though. I don't even know how to get those refilled. I was told that I would, ma'am. I was told everything. I was told a lot of things. Nothing of which has taken place.
Do you have any blue or paleness to your lips or face?
Do, I'm
Do
gonna
your
go
lips
off
look
on a
blue at
limb
all?
here. I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say no.
All right. And do you feel like you're having any severe difficulty breathing where you're struggling for each breath?
Not this minute, but it's nothing. It's nothing for me to wake up feeling like I'm feeling like I'm dying. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm taking my last breaths, and that's what woke me up in the first place. And I struggled to get my breath, and I pant, and the whole thing is a sense of panic. And there I sit with it, and it eventually passes. And well, now I'm up now, so it takes me a while because I struggle again to get any sleep whatsoever. So when I'm awakened for whatever reason, it's not. I don't just go back to sleep like anybody else was. Regardless of how tired or fatigued I feel, it just doesn't happen. I try, but it doesn't. And so I forgot the question now. I'm so tore up. You see,
Okay.
I've been on this thing almost an hour. It
That's
literally
all right.
took me
So
10
were you
minutes.
sleeping? Were you sleeping earlier tonight and you woke up?
No, ma'am, not tonight.
Is that what happened?
Not
Okay.
last night.
Okay.
Last night, but not tonight. Well, I hadn't been to sleep yet tonight.
All right. Are you having any severe weakness where you're unable to walk or barely walk?
I I don't think so, man. I don't think what you're asking me. No, I don't think so. It's a struggle for me to get anywhere.
Okay.
I do. I mean, I I don't walk like I used to. It's like I think the answer to the question is actually no.
Okay. All right. And
I think
do
that's
you feel like you're having any confusion, disorientation, or slurred speech?
well. I was told I had a mini stroke. It was about a year ago when I was when I had that heart attack again that y'all called it, the term y'all gave me was widowmaker. And so somewhere before that, I was told that I had suffered a mini stroke, which would explain, yes, ma'am, I do have a noticeable difference in my my mental faculties. It's a struggle. I know for a fact that there are things that I can't do now that I used to could, such as internet interaction, any type of programming type skill, just different things like that that I know that I have done in the past, and now I just simply stare at the screen. I don't. It's all a blank. I don't know what to do. So yes, ma'am, that's affected me. That there are times that I do some stupid things like I'll go to the kitchen and I'll forget why I'm there. That's happened a bunch, or not just the kitchen, just whatever. I'll go to do something and it takes me a minute to go. Maybe I can't even come up with an example, but yes, ma'am, quite different. It's affecting me bit by bit, and I'm 65 years old. I don't think I'm getting better. I think I can only get worse, and this is just prolonging it as much as possible. That's what I feel like.
All right. Do you feel like you're having any episodes where you're shocky feeling like your cold tail or clammy or too weak to stand?
Not too well. I don't believe so, ma'am. Not since my last release, but prior to that, yes, ma'am. There have been times that I would again go to the kitchen, which is about maybe 20 feet, and I'd be so out of breath that I'd just sit on the floor trying to catch my breath. I've had that, but I haven't. I have not. In all fairness, I have not had that recently, as in the past few days or a couple weeks. 17 minutes. Nobody wants to watch this. No wonder I don't have any views. This will be for my attorney, I guess.
Okay. And so, see, going back to
Or my survivors. Maybe they'll get an attorney. I'm sure that's what'll happen. I'm gonna die broken and penniless. And then, yeah, somebody's gonna get paid because of it. It certainly won't be me.
well, let's this inhaler that you're supposed to use, the breathing inhaler,
Yes, ma'am.
Symbicort, 2 puffs 2 times a day. Have you taken that today?
Again, I have not taken that at all. Said I don't trust it. I don't trust any of this medication until I speak with my doctor, or at least a doctor that can go over this stuff with me and then ensure that I am in fact getting the correct medication, because I don't even know that this medication is what he recommended in the first place. I have no way of knowing that that's accurate until I speak with someone. Again, because if they can't get a simple order right without double filling it, that's how do I know to trust any of the rest of it? How do I know this, ma'am?
Okay. Um, do you have any more questions about the medicines that I can help you with?
No, ma'am. And thank you for your time. Have a good evening.
Oh, hold on. You there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, based off of the symptoms that you're describing with the shortness of breath and your increased swelling, the best care recommendation is for you to go to the emergency department.
Did I not just tell you that, ma'am, that I was planning to come tomorrow and the extreme effort it's going to take for me to do that, and that I just didn't feel like doing it this evening? I thought I mentioned
I
that.
do, but you did, and but
Well,
you understand for my
you
for
have
my
to, yes,
responsibilities,
ma'am.
I have to
That's
let you
yes,
know.
ma'am. That relinquishes you from any responsibility. Yes, ma'am. I know that. Okay.
Okay.
So
But if
she don't really
you know,
mean it.
just
She
know if you
understands I
don't
can't do
go,
it. But she's got to say it. That's what it means for
I do.
legal purposes,
Um,
just in case, right?
because of your symptoms and urgent ER evaluation is a safe course of action, okay?
Jeez whiz. Okie dokie.
Okay. Just want to make sure you understand. And good luck to you. I hope you get everything
Well, how
straightened
about
out.
that?
I do hope you get your medicine straight. And the next time you go, make sure I would take your medicines with you so you can go through.
No, ma'am. I've already been told don't do that. I've got a picture of them. I got a picture, and that should suffice, because they say that if you take them, they're gonna confiscate them. So I don't need that. Well, hell, maybe I do need them taken from me, because again, I don't even know if I need to be taking any of them at all. We'll figure it out, ma'am. I just thought that there was something that I could do in the meantime, that you could tell me, yes, go ahead and specifically take this, specifically take that. But you haven't offered that as a suggestion or an option for me. You seem to be aware of which ones I am taking or have in my person.
I can let you know which ones are listed.
I know what's listed, but I just need to know which is most important for my condition. But again,
so
when I get there tomorrow,
they all are. They all are. And especially since you're having symptoms.
But I'm not supposed to be taking any of them twice. Is that right?
You take 10 milligrams of amlodipine.
Oh, Lord.
Which is one pill.
Ma'am, I really don't need you to go down the list. Again, it's on the bottle. But the thing that scared me is when I found that I had 2 bottles of the exact same thing. And I have that 2 separate times. I got 2 bottles of this medication, and I have 2 bottles of this medication. And certainly I don't need to be taking that. So, that's one of them.
It's 50 milligrams total. So it depends on if your bottle says that it's the 25 milligram or if it's the 50 milligram.
That's right.
If it's a 50 milligram pill, you'll take the one.
I'll take one.
The 25 milligram one,
I'll take 2.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I can add, ma'am. I did make it through 3rd grade.
Okay. And then the amlodipine is 10 milligrams. So that should just be the 1 tab.
Spiro, Agnew, and amlodipine. Well, the amlodipine says take 2 tablets.
What is it? How many milligrams is it?
I don't know, because I corrected it. So maybe it was a 5 milligram tablet. Wait a minute. Maybe I wrote that on there. It looks like 10 milligrams. Up here it says 1 tablet, 10 milligrams. So I might have actually written that wrong. I don't know. Now, again, I'm gonna have to verify all this. That was the reason for my call. I was hoping to speak with a doctor that knew my personal history, or could at least. Yes, ma'am. I was hoping that would happen, but I see, Judge. I understand now my position. I guess I do plan to come in tomorrow. And we'll see. 'Cause fuck, I'm supposed to go to work Monday. I don't have a choice, do I? Fuck, my heart's pounding right now. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, ma'am. Thank you again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Good night.
Have a good night.
If I live through it. Where's that damn button? I'm pressing the thing. I'm pressing the goddamn thing. I think I'm dead already. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking. I'm so glad that motherfucker's president. Maybe he can fix some of this shit too. Yeah, I'm German. Fuck, for all I know, I'm Jewish too, because goddamn, my grandparents came over here to get away from that madman, so maybe they were Jewish. There is a such thing as a Jewish German. You know what? Just fuck it. If you care anything about me, would you please come shoot me in the back of the head? Put me out of my goddamn misery, because I'm just too stupid to fucking fall over dead. I'm just too stupid to do it.